So I speedrun Mario Odyssey. Well, at least I used to. About a year ago, I got my first sub 1 hour and 10 minute speedrun with a time of 1:09:13, and then I stopped doing speedruns. But now I decided to do a speedrun after a year break with absolutely zero practice. Now, the reason I did this run was 1, because I wanted to see how good I would do, and 2, because I wanted to play some other Mario games that I've never speedran and see if I could beat them faster than I could beat Mario Odyssey. So, I started off with a Mario Odyssey speedrun. Dear Lord. Do I reset? Do I freaking I reset. That loses way too much time. But both those videos are taking a while to make, and holy crap. What am I doing? How am I this bad? Okay, that is not the movement. I'm literally resetting that. I can't do a run knowing I bonked at the very first jump. I just can't. I can't continue a run knowing I did that. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't going too well, but then I finally had a decent run going and continued to keep going until this. This is the worst part. If I freaking screw up this jump, I'm actually gonna quit YouTube, delete my YouTube channel, all the above. I freaking, oh my dear God. I hate that jump. Every time I mess it up, the freaking camera doesn't work. Please get the 2 cycle. Frick you. This is the worst night metro I've ever done. I'm gonna be like a minute and a half behind. Oh my goodness. Well, now we're almost like 2 minutes behind my personal best, but I just decided to finish out the run anyways, and I got a finishing time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. Now, honestly, this wasn't too bad for not having speedrun the game for an entire year, but now comes the fun part. I decided to boot up the original Mario Bros. For the NES to see if I could beat it faster than I could beat Mario Odyssey. Now, I know what you're thinking. People have beaten this game in under 5 minutes. This should not even be a challenge. The problem is that I've literally never even beaten the game before, and I've only played it a few times. So my lack of experience actually made it quite difficult. Now, if you're anywhere under the age of 50, you probably don't know this, but there are actually 2 huge skips in the game. One of them can be found in 1-2, where you jump up here and walk across the top to reach a secret area with pipes that can take you all the way to World 4. The other skip is found in 4-2 by hitting this block. And this skip can take you all the way to World 8, the final world. One more thing about this game, you only have 3 lives, and if you lose all 3 of them, you have to restart the entire game. There's no checkpoints. So these skips come in handy because using them, there are only 8 levels that we actually have to beat to complete the game. When I started, I realized that the first levels are honestly really easy. It's not until you get to World 8 that it actually gets hard. For level 8-1, there are a lot of enemies, but if I'm able to keep my fire power up all the way from level 1-1, then this level is way easier. Now level 8-2 is probably the hardest level in the entire run, but I was able to discover that there's actually 1-up hidden in this block, which was really helpful, because if I collected it and then I died, I technically just wouldn't lose a life, so I could just keep collecting it every time and never really lose lives. The problem was, though, that this level just took forever because I kept dying, and it just took so long to beat. But eventually I passed it and got to 8-3. Now 8-3 looks super scary because of these hammer bros. But if you already have a fire power up, you can literally just kill them before they can even do anything. And if you don't have a fire power up, there's a bunch of power ups in this level, so you can just get one. So honestly, it's really easy. Now onto 8-4, which is the final level. Now this level kind of sucks. It's basically like a giant maze, and you just have to guess which pipes you're supposed to go into. Well, there's actually a way to know which pipes you're going to, but I didn't know at first. So literally the first time I just spent like 4 minutes just walking around trying to figure out where to go, and then I ran out of time and died. But the next time I made it here, I had my power up and I knew where to go. So I was able to make it to the end and then damage boost with the cursed pixelated atrocity that is Bowser. And with that, I finished at 43 minutes and 48 seconds, completely burning through my Odyssey time. Now for the next game, I'm going to be playing Bowser's Fury, which I have played through before casually, but I've never actually speedrun it. But anyways, yeah, I started the game and collected 5 shines pretty quickly, and then I fought the first Bowser. Now, my mentality for this run was 1 shine every minute, because you need 50 shines to beat the game. And then there are also the boss fights, so if I got a shine about every minute, then I could complete this challenge successfully. Next, I had to get 15 shines, which was a really easy task, because there are a lot of easy shines in the game. Next, I needed 20 shines, and then it jumps to you needing to collect 40 shines. Now, this is where progress started to slow down a bit, because I had already gotten a lot of the really easy shines, but after that, we got 40 shines and killed Bowser at around 47 minutes, which gives us around 23 minutes to collect the last 10 shines and beat the game. Now, the last 10 shines took a lot longer than they should have, because I literally did not know where to find like any shines. But eventually, after a little bit of wandering, we got them, and we made our way to the final boss fight. And we finished with a final time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 49 seconds. I was actually really surprised at this, because I almost got a sub hour with having no speedrun experience with the game and not even following a route. So it's kind of sad that I beat 2 games that I never play faster than I beat Mario Odyssey, which I play way too much. Well, I guess those 2 games are much shorter anyways. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to subscribe and have a nice day.